I don't like prejudices, but EU5 I think is gonna be good, but it's gonna be disappointing as well because you see if you're following the latest Dev Diaries by Paradox Tinto, the YouTubers actually that's covering it. Well, every one of them actually no, well, some of them actually say this out loud, but not all of them. But what I think is, game has a really big problem because it tries to be a simulation than a game. This happened in Elden Ring as well, for example, in my opinion. Elden Ring is a good game, but especially in DLC, Miyazaki went into this mode where he prioritized just being tough and hard as in gameplay rather than playability and like fun. So this is a game overall. It should be fun to play. That's the main thing. I love stories. The main thing, the main focus on any game should be the gameplay. And if it's not like that, then it means it's a bad game. So I've been following, especially like this summer, I was following a lot of EU5 content and what the developers said. Like certain YouTubers, I was following them. I love watching some of them, like Ludiat Historia and so on. What I realized is EU4 is great because it's a simulation, but it's not as intense of a try to be simulation as EU5 or what EU5 seems. They really focused on this like society culture, assimilation mechanics, which they were kind of in EU4. Like population system was in EU3, I think, but EU4 doesn't have a population system. But you get what I mean. So we had like basic like accepted cultures, conversion, and it was gamey, and I really loved that. But what they're doing is like I've seen the videos where and photos people were playing from 1337 and 1821, and in EU4 you would have conquered at least all of Europe, right? But it seems like it's really hard even to restore just the Roman Empire as the Byzantines. This is bad. I don't know, maybe the colonies would be, of course, much easier, but I think they didn't fuck up, but they changed the aggressive expansion system in a way that you can't actually even blob. Well, which this is a game choice. But it's a bad choice for this game. It's a good choice for Victoria 3. Like if you play Victoria 3, you can't expand that much, right? The game is basically an economy simulator. But if you try to expand like just couple provinces, and the infamous system will fuck you up. So it holds you to not to expand militarily, but expand strategically and diplomatically and financially. But EU5, it seems like it doesn't have that. And the beginning, and that's my one concern. I think that actually takes the fun out so much. And the other concern is the beginning date, 1337. So EU4 starts in 1444, right? Like after the Battle of Nicopolis, I think. And it's such a great time to actually start such a game. Like you can play as the Byzantines, Ottomans, everything, the discovery of the New World. But 1337, it really doesn't interest me at all, and I don't know if who's fucking interested in that. Like it's closer closer to Crusader Kings actually, and this problem with there's Black Death in the game as well, so this will be a huge issue because I don't know when is the Black Death. I don't remember. Like I think it's like 50 or 100 years in the game probably. The mid game will suck because all of that build up you have done in the early game will be swiped away. It will be boring. Like I don't know. I think there is a health system or something like that. And something like you probably, I'm guessing, there's a lot of ways to actually increase your population through health and wellness. But that all of that investment will be fucked after the Black Plague. Also, to the age of colonialism, you have almost 150 or 200 years. And I don't know how the game will work. All of the Paradox games actually work really poorly. Like the Cloudwitz engine just sucks ass. It's so bad. It's so bad. Like I don't have a great computer. I have like i9 Intel, like RTX 4070. But man, I'm just playing a fucking map game that's from 2014, like EU4, and it starts to melt my computer. Well, I don't have a problem with like the overheating, but it's overheating and it just uses one core, right? If you didn't know that, like no matter how much pressure you put on your CPU, every game from like Paradox, I think Victoria 3, EU4 especially, it just uses 25% of your CPU, which I'm not an expert. Maybe there's something going in the background, so maybe I could be wrong about this, but it just seems like the engine is like the Bethesda engine. Like it's so primitive and it's so funny in the sense that it would be fine if like there will be bugs and problems. We're not looking at the visuals at all as Paradox gamers, but we just want a stable 60 FPS experience with a game that's looking like EU4, which still looks old as fuck in 2014. It looked like that. Well, Victoria 3 has some improvements, I think, but still the engine sucks. Like for example, in Hearts of Iron 4 after 1941, if you don't have a super space like i9 9900K, you're doomed, man. And it's just so dragging on, and they really have to fix this. But I think they can fix the bugs, patches, the performance, everything. But we all know what they're going to do, man. Like just like Victoria 3, I think it's just like Skylines 2. They're just gonna sell the main content as DLC, and we all will be buying it. Because if you're addicted to this stuff, I'm addicted to this. I have like 3,000 hours on, no, 4,000 in EU4, 3,000 in HOYU4, and right now I'm in Victoria 3, and I'm in the beginning phase, and I have like 650 hours, 600 hours, something like that. So I'm gonna buy it, and I'm gonna subscribe to it, like, or I will buy the expansion pass. But it's gonna be like eating shit that you must eat. Like, you know you have to eat that or do that thing, but apparently, and consequently, when you're actually eating it, you're fucked. It's a really bad fucking experience, but you do it anyway. So it's like the uh, EU5 situation. Like they're gonna sell all of the good content with DLC. Even they will sell the music with DLC. And there's no way they can change the 1337 start date now. Because development is going on for like more than a year, right? Like hardcore development. Like probably they were making some plans and preparations and like concepts before, but the hardcore development I think started after the release of like the Winds of Change DLC, like last couple DLCs in EU4, and there's no way they can actually change it right now because every system in the game is probably should be based on considering the fact that you're starting from 1337. It's gonna sell like hotcake. I didn't buy it just yet, I'm just waiting, but I don't think it will have really good reviews. I'm just judgmental about it. Like EU4 is one of my favorite games, and I want EU5 to be great, but I just can't see it being half as good as EU4. Maybe with patches and everything, maybe they will listen to the community, but the main problem is it doesn't look fun that much. You can't blob, you can't build your empire, you're constantly bombarded with this like cultural issues, uprisings, everything. It looks bad.